number 9, again, we start with a known ratio and a side length. So I'm going to start with that unknown ratio, or not known ratio, 95 over sine of 49 degrees equals, I'm looking for angle B, and I've got side length B. So I just set up this proportion. Since I'm looking for an angle, I know I'm going to have to do inverse sine here at the end. Do as many steps as you need to, but I know that sine of B is going to equal 125 times sine of 45 all over 95. And then I do the inverse sine of both sides. And I'm going to type that in here. Inverse sine of 125 sine of 45 divided by 95. And make sure your parentheses in your calculator are like this. If you forget this parenthesis right there, that'll mess up your problem a lot. Okay, and I get 83 degrees. This is an angle, so I rounded the whole number. And this is B sub 1. So I have to hunt for B sub 2 as well. So I'm going to do, in the second quadrant, 180 minus 83, that's 97 degrees. And these two can be in a triangle together. So I know I'm going to have two triangles. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this one and then go back and find C sub 1. So C sub 2 will be 180 minus 97 minus 49. And you get 34 degrees. So that's one triangle. And then over here, C sub 1 is going to be approximately 180 minus 83 minus 49. And you get 48. So we still have a missing side length. We have a missing side length C, and since we have two triangles, we're actually going to have to find two missing side lengths C. So we're going to have two proportions here. Start with that same known ratio, 95 over sine 49 equals, and we're going to find little c sub 1. So we have to use this angle, sine of 48. We're going to cross multiply and divide. 95 sine of 48 divided by sine of 49, and we get 93.5, which makes sense because it should be really close to this side length, because look at how close these angles are to one another. So this makes sense. Now let's go ahead and do our c sub 2. We're going to take our known ratio once again, but this time it's c sub 2 over sine of 34. So it makes sense for it to be quite a bit smaller than 95. We're going to cross multiply and divide. And I get 70.4. And I almost forgot my approximately symbol. And remember, all these in your work need to wind up here somehow to ease my grading.